Hello everybody and welcome back to the Blue Snot channel. Today I am back for another Sporthop series episode. It's episode number 39 and as you can see I am actually currently at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk and I'm actually about to head 10 miles south of here and go to Aptos and go to Cabrillo College to watch a PDL match between Santa Cruz Breakers versus SF Glens SC. Now this is actually the inaugural home match for Santa Cruz Breakers. As they are an expansion team, and that goes the same with SF Glens too. So yeah, it should be a very interesting game. This is only the second game of the season for both of these teams, so it is early days for both of these teams. And yeah, let's hope we get a good match today. Let's go soccer. As you can see, I'm currently walking at the main street part of the boardwalk. See, there's different rides around this area. There's also a couple of food. It's also very busy today because it is a Saturday and usually on the weekends this place gets very busy. So you can see there is the classic rain toss game, and one advice that I would always give for people that goes to this theme park: do not try that game because it is as rigged as it goes. So you can see we got a beach volleyball area here. A couple of people playing beach volleyball. And also, we are going to be going to that wharf over there, as that is where my car is parked. It's actually parked right near the end of the wharf. So now I am walking alongside the Santa Cruz wharf. And it should be about 10 to 15 minutes before I get to my car. Also, up here at the wharf, you get a very beautiful view of the whole Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Very nice indeed. So as you can see, we got a couple of restaurants here around the wharf area. Obviously we're not going to be eating there because I already ate and it is pretty much very expensive to eat here either way. Right, I just arrived here at Cabrillo College. Let's go to the stadium right now. So there's the stadium behind this fence. As you can see, the players are warming up. And unfortunately we can't go through this entrance, so I'm guessing we're gonna have to go around the stadium. I guess this is the entrance area. Just gonna go in here. I actually have no idea if this is actually the right way, so just taking some chances that this is actually the right way. So I guess this is the entrance right here. Is it? Yep, there is the ticket office. So there is the pitch right there. As you can see, both teams are doing their pre-game warm-up. You got the Santa Cruz Breaker over there and the SF Glens player, although they're not really doing warm-up just yet. They're actually just walking to their bench. So we got roughly about half hour before the beginning of this match, and just to give you guys a little bit information about this match, this is actually the second game for both of these teams in the PDL, although this is actually the second meeting between these two teams, as so far this season the opponents that both of these teams has faced is pretty much each other. And in the last match and also the inaugural match for both of these teams in the PDL, Santa Cruz Breaker won that game 1-0. So certainly SF Glens would definitely want to get some redemption in this match, trying to get one back over the Santa Cruz Breaker, but we shall see if they can do that, or will Santa Cruz Breaker get another win against their fellow expansion team SF Glens, as the kickoff will begin in about 25 minutes. So they also gave me this very cool Santa Cruz Breaker t-shirt. As you can see, I think this is the logo of the team, and of course in the back there is nothing, as you kind of expect from these kind of t-shirts. Yeah, definitely a quality kind of little t-shirt there they're giving away from this their inaugural match in the PDL. And now the players are walking to the center circle as we get ready for the beginning of this match. And the referee gets this match underway. Santa Cruz Breaker will be wearing the black kit going from right to left, whilst SF Glens will be wearing the white kit going from left to right. So we're underway here at Cabrillo College. Here comes the through ball, and he's onside, or is he? No, he's not. As the referee kind of, or the linesman kind of delay his raising of the flag. And Owen Glens lost the ball here, and this could be a chance, and it's in the back of the net there from the Breakers as the Glens get the ball away.
Martinez.
And the Breaker took advantage of that big mistake from the Glens defense. And just like that, it is 1-0 Santa Cruz Breakers. And they could potentially concede the second here, as this could be a chance for Santa Cruz Breaker. Oh, and it is just wide there. I'll tell you what, Santa Cruz Breaker are putting all sorts of problems for that SF Glens defense, and they almost made it 2-0 there. And that player still has the ball. He's going to play through. That's a lovely through ball. Oh, but the angle was always going to be against him there, as the keeper pretty much had that near post cover. And the shot is blocked, but they still have a chance here. And it's saved by the keeper there, as Breaker had another opportunity to potentially make it 2-0, but instead it's parried out by the goalkeeper. It's going to be a corner coming up. We got roughly about 10 minutes left in this match, and it is still a 1-0 lead for Santa Cruz Breaker, although SF Glens are really pushing for the equalizer right now. I mean, they've been pretty much had majority of the ball right now, but the biggest problem for the Breakers, or for the Glens right now, is that they just cannot quite figure out that final ball, and they have really not troubled the Breaker keeper very much in these last couple of minutes. So we'll see if they can keep piling the pressure and potentially find that crucial final ball to potentially get this equalizer. Glenn looking to try to get the equalizer here before halftime. He thought about shooting here, and now here comes the shot, and it's just going to go straight into the keeper. Here comes SF Glens again, trying to get this late equalizer, and it's in the back of the net, but it's not going to count as the linesman has raised his flag. Well, I'm not quite sure you guys can see it, as
offside call prevents a would-be goal
and
for the
was
Glens.
obstructed by those tree over there. But here comes the corner. This certainly is the last action of the first half, as the ball is in the box area, and there is the halftime whistle, as the referee has blown halftime.
And that's halftime, folks. Breakers FC leads 1-0 at the half. Be sure to make your way over to the concession stand.
Right, guys, it's currently halftime here at Cabrillo College, and I am actually currently on the pitch right now and making my way to the away end. And currently the Breakers have a 1-0 lead over SF Glens. And to be honest, for the first 20 minutes, the game was very even. I mean, both teams had opportunity to potentially get some goals in. The Breakers eventually did break through in around the 15th minute after just a very sloppy giveaway from SF Glens. But then after the 20th minute mark, it was pretty much all SF Glens. I mean, they pretty much dominate possession and really had some couple of chances to potentially score the equalizer, but that equalizer never came, and eventually we go into halftime 1-0, and certainly SF Glens will be really hoping to do a little bit better in terms of the final ball, as that has been one of the issues that is the reason why they haven't found that equalizer. But certainly the Breakers will try to see if they can get a second goal to maybe put this game out of reach. But yeah, the second half will begin in just a bit. And the referee gets the second half underway. Let's see if the Breakers can potentially get another one here, or will that pressure that SF Glens applied throughout the second part of the first half can finally pay off with an equalizer. He's gonna try to play it over there, and that delivery was not that good. Glenn still has the ball here, as that one is gonna be wide, as well, the Breaker player is down there. So we're a little bit through halfway here in the second half, and it is still a 1-0 lead for the Breakers. But to be honest, the Glens, just like what they did in the latter part of the first half, has been pretty much dominating possession in this second half. Although there hasn't been as much chances from either of these teams, and certainly the Glens, just like what happened in the first half, just cannot quite find that crucial final ball. And yeah, we're gonna see if they can finally find that crucial final ball, as they have 20 minutes left to potentially get an equalizer here. Meanwhile, here comes the Glens on the attack, and this looks like a promising attack for SF Glen. Oh, and once again the through ball is just not there, as that SF Glens player made a perfect run. The through ball, as it has been for majority of the night for the Glens, has been just absolutely awful. Oh, and that's going to be a foul, and the trainers is going to have to come out, as it looks like that player basically clashed his head. Well, he's going to get up very quickly now, but I think he's going to have to receive some treatment, because he basically were hit in the head. Actually, they're going to let him on the pitch. Wow, that certainly is a bit surprising, because usually when there's a clash of heads, you usually have to let that player off the pitch. Well, actually, now he is off the pitch. And that certainly is... If he would have stayed on the pitch, I would be really shocked, because usually in these days, whenever there's a clash of heads, the player that was the victim of the clash of heads has to come off and go through a concussion protocol here. Glen's trying to win the ball back, but the Breaker still has it. And he's still going. Oh, and it's just wide there. And that was almost 2-0 there for the Breaker, as they almost put this game away. And is that a foul? The referee says no. And there is the full-time whistle. The Breakers hang on in this game, despite the fact that the Glen were putting all sorts of pressure. Just like the last match between these two teams, it ends 1-0, and it ends in favor of the Breakers. So yeah, I just got back to my card, and in the end, the Breakers with another 1-0 win over SF Glen. Remember, the last time that these two teams play each other, which coincidentally was actually the last match, the game also ended 1-0 in favor of the Santa Cruz Breakers. And really, in this game, you know, one bad mistake by SF Glen was the reason why they conceded that goal to the Breakers. And, you know, the Breakers for the majority of this game pretty much just kind of like sit back and absorb the pressure. The Glen just dominate possession, but they just could not quite find that killer final ball. Well, actually, at times they did kind of find that killer final ball, but it just seemed like whenever the moment come from their players to trying to put the ball into the back of the net, they always tend to fluff those kind of shots. So yeah, in the end, you know, certainly the Glen will be disappointed with this loss, because they certainly did pretty well to trying to apply the pressure on the Breakers and pretty much just control majority of the game. But at the end of the day, if you don't put the ball into the back of the net, it doesn't matter how much pressure you put. But either way, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you guys leave a like, smash that subscribe button, make sure you guys check out other Sporthop series episodes, and yeah, I will see you guys next time.